guys, today we've got a 60-minute flow. As always, this is real life yoga. There's 5 kids running around. You may hear traffic outside, but we're just going to go with the flow. So starting out seated, legs crossed, maybe you're working on lotus. I'm going to take a bolster, maybe you have a pillow or cushion, place underneath my hips. Hands on the knees, palms up if you're needing energy, palms down if you need to ground yourself. Take a moment to settle in, see how you're feeling. Maybe take a couple shoulder rolls here. Maybe neck rolls, both directions. And then work your way towards stillness. Close the eyes. Pull the low ribs toward your spine. Pull the low back toward the navel. Drop your shoulders down the back. Extend through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hide out. Again, deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hide out. If you choose, you can begin to connect with your Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out of the nose, letting the breath scrape against the back of the throat. Bring your hands to heart center. If it's in your practice to set an intention, go ahead and do so. Maybe dedicate your practice to someone or send good thoughts someone's way. Begin to flutter the eyes open. If you've got that pillow or cushion underneath the hips, you can remove it now. Inhale the arms up, drop your shoulders down the back. On your exhale, twist to the right. Right hand plants behind you. Left hand to the right knee. On your inhales, extend through the crown of the head. On your exhales, twist a little bit deeper. Cycle through your breath. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Inhale the arms back up to center. On your exhale, twist to the left. You're using your left hand as a kickstand to sit up even taller. Right hand to left knee. Inhales, extend. Exhales, twist. Cycle through your breath. Inhale the hands back up to center. And then move toward a tabletop position. So stacking your shoulders over your wrist. Hips are over knees. You can tuck your toes under it if you'd like, if you've got tender knees. So let's move through a couple runs of cat and cow. On your inhales, drop the belly, head comes up, spread the collarbones wide. On your exhales, head comes down, back is rounded. You're pushing away from the mat. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. So begin to move at your own pace with your breath, taking any extra movement you may need. Maybe you circle the hips. You can turn the fingertips around, stretch out your wrists. Just finding a little bit of organic movement, getting the body nice and warmed up. That loud noise you probably can't ignore. I have a work crew, they're screwing in boards on a patio, so it's distracting me. I hope it's not distracting you. So from here, work your way back towards stillness. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees to a hover, pull your belly button toward your spine. Fire your core up. Can you take the right knee to the right elbow and then step it back? Left knee, left elbow, step it back. Right to right, left to left. Again, right to right, left to left. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Step back, downward facing dog. Spire your armpits toward your heart. Gaze up at the belly. Maybe you work some of those kinks out, pedal it out. Dip the hips. And then slowly begin to find stillness in your downward facing dog. Melt your heels toward the mat. Send the tailbone high. Lift the right hand. Take it behind the back. Exhale, right hand plants. Lift the left arm, bend the elbow. Take it back to the mat. Again. So maybe this time it's a little bit more of a wrap, so right hand to left hip. And then release. Left hand. I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong direction here. Left hand to right hip. And release. And then take the right arm high, just straight back. Put grounding down through the left hand. Right hand back to the mat. Send the left arm high. Ground down through the right hand. One more time, each side. Pulling your belly button toward your spine for stability. And release. Inhale, high up on the tiptoes. Keep the hips really high. Pull your belly button toward your spine and slowly tiptoe the feet to meet the hands. Ragdoll here. Feet are inner hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no. Bend the knees to protect the low back. Melt your chest toward your thighs. Just draping the body. Release the elbows. Left hand plants, deep bend in the left knee. Inhale the right arm up. Circle the wrist out both directions. Exhale, right hand plants, deep bend in the right knee. Inhale the left arm up. Circle the wrist out. Exhale, left hand plants. Heel to the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Flat back. Plug your shoulders back. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Flat back. Shift the weight forward more into the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Hands come together here. Drop your shoulders down out of your ears. Gaze up past your thumbs, tucking the tailbone under slightly. Take the left wrist with the right fingers. Pull the left arm over to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Switch it out. Pull the right arm over to the left. Inhale, back up to neutral spine. On your exhale, cactus the arms. Slight back bend here. Shine your heart. Inhale, the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, high plank. First high plank. Puff up between the shoulder blades. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Energy shooting out of your heels. Gaze past the front edge of the mat. Shift the weight forward. On your exhale, chaturanga. Pull the elbows in tight. Inhale, up dog or cobra. On the exhale, gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. On the exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel to the top of the mat so you can walk or maybe you hop. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back again, high plank. Shift the weight forward. On your exhale, chaturanga. You can take these on your knees if you need to. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Tucking the toes under. Lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour it out. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. You can begin to step back, or maybe you're going to jump back to chaturanga. Moving through that vinyasa flow. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel. Top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour it out. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands and flow. Now I had one of my favorite clients. She had an observation and she was totally right. She says I rush through my vinyasas. And I probably do. And the reason I think so is because I've got some lower back issues. So up dog and cobra is not always the most comfortable posture for me. But Don't let me rush you through your vinyasas. If you need to pause in that back, then you go for it. Inhale high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward out. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands and flow. Again, you don't rush through that back bend like I do. Inhale high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward out. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands and flow. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hide out. Again, deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hide out. Inhale high on the toes, look between the hands, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen, exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep, weight is in your heels. Big toes are touching unless you have lower back issues. Otherwise, you can separate the feet. Tuck the tailbone under, slightly lift the arms up, but drop your shoulders down the back. Sink a little bit deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up, peel the hip open, take hip circles, keeping your chest square to the mat. Inhale, lengthen back out. Send it through, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Hips are square, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Ground down through the center of the back heel, the big toe mound of the back foot. Open up, warrior two. Send the right knee toward the right corner of the mat. Tuck the tailbone under slightly, pull the belly up and in. Gaze is over the front middle finger. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, keeping the depth in the front knee, but length along the right side body. Cartwheel down, frame the front foot, three-legged dog, send the right leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge, right foot steps outside right hand. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Right hand pushes against the inside of the right knee, gaze past the right shoulder. Pulling up on the belly, pulling up on your pelvic floor. Maybe you begin to bend the back knee, reach back for a bind, for a quad stretch. Exhale, right hand plants. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Send the right leg back, three-legged dog. And then shift through a one-legged vinyasa here. Inhale the left leg up, peel the hip open, take those hip circles, lubricating the joint. Keeping the chest square to the mat. Inhale, lengthen back out, three-legged dog, warrior one. Left foot steps, excuse me, inhale to rise. Again, hips are square to the front of the mat. Ground down through the heel of the right foot, the big toe mound of the right foot. Drop your shoulders down out of your ears. Open up, warrior two. Gaze is over the front middle finger. Drop the shoulders down the back. Pull the belly up and in. Send the left knee toward the left corner of the mat. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Again, keeping that 90-degree bend in the front knee. Cartwheel down, three-legged dog. Frame the front foot. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge. Left foot steps outside your left hand. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Left hand pushes against the inside of the left knee. Gaze past the left shoulder. Again, pulling up on your Mula Bandha to the pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha to the belly. If you want to, you can begin to bend the back knee. Reach back for a quad stretch. Release the back foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Send the left leg back, three-legged dog. Shift out to high plank here. Can you take that one-legged vinyasa? Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep, weight is in your heels. I want you to hug the knee bones together, the ankle bones together, drinking bird. So peel the heels up off the mat. On the exhale, take your arms back toward the back of your mat. Chest is parallel to the mat. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale the arms back up. Don't drop those heels just yet. One more time, drinking bird. Send your arms back toward the back wall. Squeeze shoulder blades together. If you're shaking, you're building strength. Lift those heels an inch higher. You've got it. Inhale the arms back up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands and flow. Inhale the right leg up, warrior 1. Pivot and plant. Inhale to rise. Warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, up and over. Modified side angle. Bring the forearm to the thigh. Inhale the left arm up, tuck the right hip under. Try to even out the weight between both feet. Reverse your warrior. On the inhale, cartwheel down, 3-legged dog. Send the right leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge. This time, can you keep everything lifted? Drop the right knee out to the right. Maybe you make it to your forearms here. If you come to your forearms, don't let the head dip. Continue to extend through the crown of the head, nice long neck. Pull up on the Mula Bandha, the Uddiyana Bandha. You should be able to feel, maybe even see those hips lift when you engage your bandhas. Make sure you're breathing. Make your way to your hands. Send the right leg back. Shift out to high plank. Move through that one-legged vinyasa. So you can keep the leg lifted all the way to down dog, or maybe right foot meets the left in your up dog or cobra. Inhale the left leg up, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Modified side angle on the exhale. Bring the forearm to the thigh. Inhale the right arm up, tucking the left hip under. Even out the weight between both feet. Reverse the warrior on the inhale. Cartwheel down, 3-legged dog. Send the left leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose. Pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge. Keeping the back toes tucked, the back knee lifted. Maybe you drop the left knee out to the left, making your way to your forearms. Again, nice long neck. Maybe you gaze down toward the belly. Pull up on those bandhas, your belly and the pelvic floor, and the hips will lift. Fire that right quad up. Begin to make your way back to your hands. Send the left leg back, 3-legged dog. Shift out to high plank and move through that one-legged vinyasa. Take a few deep cleansing breaths here. If you need to grab that sip of water, go for it. Starting with our main flow. This flow is going to start with chair pose. A lot of balancing today. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep, weight is in your heels. Inhale your hands to heart center. On your exhale, twist to the left. So I really want you to twist to the left. I'm not making a mistake here. Knees are even. Pull the left shoulder back. Hips are lower than your heart. So listen up here. You're going to begin to really ground down through the right foot, but come to the toes of the left foot. On an inhale, you're going to rise, bringing that leg with you for twisted stork. Breathe. Pull your belly button toward your spine. And then open your arms for a twist and extend the left toes out. So hips are pointed forward, but chest is spiraling open toward the left side. Breathe. Looking good. Inhale the torso back to center, facing the front of the mat. Eagle arms, left under right, eagle legs. Left leg over the right. Set the hips back. Hug everything to the midline here. Try to get the elbows in line with the shoulders. Send the fingertips forward. Sit a little bit deeper. If you need to use your toes as a kickstand, no worries. On your exhale, fold elbows to knee. Inhale, slowly come back up. Slower is stronger. That's what my teacher said today. From here, you're going to unwind everything. Stretch those left toes out again. Headed into airplane, but instead of sending the leg straight back, what would it look like to take the leg over to the left, reach the arms forward, leg comes back, last step, arms come back. Drop the left hip, make it even with the right. Breathe. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Extend through the crown of the head. Nice, y'all, looking good. Standing splits. So micro bend the right knee, bring the hands down. First round of standing splits, you can work on flexibility, maybe balance. So walk your hands back. Try to get the heels of the hands in line with the heel of the foot. Pull the belly up in and lift that left leg a little bit higher. Breathe. You got it. If you're ready for balance, maybe right hand and then the left hand behind the right calf. Breathe. Looking good. Headed toward runner's lunge twist. So bend the right knee. Left foot plants at the back of the mat. Left arm down, right arm up. Pull your belly button toward your spine. The twist is in the shoulders, not the hips. I say that a lot. So lift that left hip up an inch. Breathe. Side plank. Make sure that the left hand is underneath the left shoulder. Come to the outer edge of the left foot. Shoot the right leg back. Get the hips high. Feet can be staggered, feet can be stacked. Breathe, push through. Looking good here. Nice. From here, we're headed to warrior two. So the right foot steps to the front of the mat. Cartwheel the arms open. Spiral that left heel down. Deep bend in the front knee. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior up and over. Side angle, hinge at the waist. This time, right hand inside right foot. Send that left arm high. Breathe. Can you get the heel of the right hand all the way down to the mat? And then maybe take your fingertips forward for extended side angle, keeping the shoulders stacked. Gaze past the left shoulder. Revolve side angle. So you have options here. Left hand can come inside the right foot or maybe on the outside, depending on the depth that you're looking to get here. Send the right arm high. Breathe. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Revolved half moon. So begin to gaze down in front of the right foot. Walk that left hand out. Step up. Shift the weight to the right foot. Left arm down, right arm up. Flex the back foot. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Hips are square to the mat. Chest is spiraling open to the right. Nice. Looking good here. 5-star. Pivot those right toes. Goddess squat. So turn the toes out, the knees out. Tuck the hips under. Hands can be at heart center. Maybe you cactus the arms, totally up to you. So we're either going to sway side to side or pulse up and down. Trying to keep the tailbone tucked. Shoulders lined up over the hips. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Breathe. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release back to 5-star. Pivot and turn. Frame the front foot. 3-legged dog. Send the right leg back. Right knee, right tricep. Pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Right to left. Shoot it through. Optional push-up if you need it. Inhale, lengthen back out. Knee to nose. Push your shoulders past your wrist. Inhale, lengthen back out. Peel the hip open. Shift the weight forward. Flip dog or wild thing. Get those hips high. Gaze past your fingertips. Spot the mat. Unflip the dog. Back to 3-legged dog. Malasana squat. Right outside right. Left outside left. Set the hips down. So push against the inside of the knees. Trying to open up the hips just a little bit more. Make sure you have a nice long spine here. Hands plant. Inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet behind the hands. Bind your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Melt your chest toward your thighs. Shift the weight front to back, side to side. Your belly's your brake, so pull the belly up and in. Release your hands back to the mat. Heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands and flow. Going straight into the left side. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep. Weight is in the heels. Inhale your hands to heart center. On your exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Hips are lower than your heart. Knees are even. Pull the right shoulder back. Really ground down through the left foot. Come to the tiptoes of the right foot. Inhale to rise, bringing that right leg with you for twisted stork. Breathe. And then extend the right leg forward. Open arm twist to the right. Extending through the crown of the head. On an inhale, bring the torso back to center. Nice, y'all. Eagle arms right under left. Eagle legs right over left. Set the hips back. Try to get the elbows in line with the shoulders. Nice. Sink a little bit deeper. Send the fingertips forward. Nice, y'all. Looking good. Pull your belly button toward your spine. On your exhale, elbows to knee. Tuck it all in. Inhale, come back up. Unravel arms and leg. Headed toward airplane. But what would happen if you took the leg to the right, reach the arms forward, and then the arms back? Airplane pose. Drop the right hip, make it even with the left. Nice long spine. Extend through the crown of the head. It helps me to flex the back foot. Nice, y'all. Looking strong. Breathe. Standing splits, hands plant. Walk the hands back. Try to get the head a little bit closer to the leg. Work on that flexibility. Pull the belly button toward the spine. Lift the leg a little bit higher. If you're ready to work on balance, maybe left hand, then the right hand behind the left calf. Breathe. Push through. You got it. Nice. Headed toward runner's lunge twists. Right hand plants. Right foot to the back of the mat. Send the left fingertips high. Lift the right hip up an inch. Breathe. Headed in to side plank. So make sure the right hand's under the right shoulder. Come to the outer edge of the right foot. Shoot the left leg back. Again, feet can be staggered or stacked. Breathe. If you're shaking, you're building strength. Looking good. Headed toward warrior two. Left foot spins to the top of the mat. Cart with the arms open, spin that right heel down. Deep bend in the front knee. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Side angle hinge at the waist. Left hand inside left foot. See if you can get the heel of the left hand all the way to the mat. Make sure you're tucking the left hip under. Pulling your belly button toward your spine. And then maybe you bring the fingertips forward for extended side angle, keeping the shoulders stacked. Gaze past your right shoulder. Breathe. Revolve side angle. Right hand is either inside the left foot. Maybe it's on the outside, depending on the depth that you're looking for. Breathe. Wringing all that bad stuff out. Begin to look in front of the left foot. Walk the right hands out. Give yourself some space. Step up, revolved half moon. Again, hips are square to the mat, but chest is spiraling open to the left side. Helps me to flex the back foot. Can you lift the back leg a little bit higher? Moving into goddess, or 5-star rather. Right foot plants, pivot the left toes, and then moving into goddess. So turn the toes out, the knees out, tuck the tailbone under, try to keep the shoulders lined up over the hips. Once again, you're either going to sway side to side or pulse up and down. Maybe this time you peel the heels up off the mat. You got it, guys. Put the work in you came for. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, release back to 5-star. Pivot and turn, 3-legged dog. Frame the left foot, send it back. Left knee, left tricep, pull it in Inhale, lengthen back out. Left to right. Optional push-up here only if you need it. Inhale, lengthen back out. Knee to nose. Push your shoulders past your wrist. Inhale, lengthen back out. Peel the hip open. Shift the weight forward to protect the low back. Flip dog or wild thing. Get the hips high. Breathe. Looking good. Spot the mat. Unflip the dog. Back to three-legged dog. Malasana squat. Set your hips back. Now, I'm not as concerned with the heels as I am the spine. So if the heels don't make it to the mat, no worries. Just keep that nice long spine. Again, you can find that movement back and forth, asking your hips to open up a little bit more. Exhale, hands plant. Inhale the hips up, and then heel to the feet behind the hands. Gorilla pose this time. So place your palms underneath your feet, wiggling your toes up to the wrist crease. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Melting your chest toward your thighs, bending the elbows back. Again, your belly's your brake. Pull the belly up and in. Shift the weight a little bit more forward than you really want to. Release your hands back to the mat, heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands and flow. All right, guys, straight into the second round. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep. Weight is in your heels. Inhale the hands to heart center. On your exhale, twisting to the left. Hips are lower than the heart. Breathe. Looking good. So you can hang out here. Or maybe you're going to experiment a little bit with your side pro practice. If so, you want to bring your glutes toward your heels. Hands plant to the left of the body. You're making the shelf for this big thigh muscle. So begin to shift the weight. Toes come to a hover. Eventually, you'll be able to scissor those legs out. I hovered for a long time before I ever scissored. So go back to that twisted chair. Ground down through the right foot. Come to the tiptoes of the left foot. Inhale to rise. Twisted stork. And then release. Open arm twist, extending the leg forward. Again, extend through the crown of the head. Breathe. Inhale your torso, the arms back to center. Eagle arms, left arm under right. Eagle legs, left leg over right. Set the hips back. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Hug everything to the midline. On your exhale, elbows to knee. Tucking everything in. Inhale, come back up. Unwind everything, stretch those left toes forward. One fluid movement. Send the leg out to the side, arms forward, and then arms back, airplane. Breathe. Push through. If you've got any lower back issues, you could always interlace at the low back. Headed towards standing split, so micro bend the right knee. Bring the hands down. So handstand hops, maybe kundalini dips, whatever you have in your practice. If you want to stick with flexibility or balance, you can do that as well. But for kundalini dips, you'll just tuck the left knee behind the right. Inhale, fire back up. Maybe you bring hands to heart center to make it a little bit harder. Breathe. Push through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that left leg back up into runner's lunge twist. Moving into side plank. So last time on this side, make it count. Take up space on the mat. You can take tree pose, maybe bind the big toe, separate the legs. Breathe. Push through, you got it. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Warrior 2. Right foot spins around. Cartwheel the arms open, spin the back heel down. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, up and over, side angle. So give your body what it needs in this side angle. Maybe that's a half bind, right hand to left hip crease. Maybe it's a full bind. If you catch the full bind, maybe bird of paradise. Step the left foot to meet the right. Ground down through that left foot. Get light on the right and begin to rise. Birds, once you get the right leg extended, plug the right shoulder back, extend through the crown of the head. Birds, you can always catch back up with us. Side angles, binds, release. Revolve, side angle. So left hand inside the right foot, maybe outside if you need a little bit more. Breathe. Spin your chest open to the right. Begin to gaze down in front of the right foot, revolved, half moon. Maybe the fingertips can come to a hover, maybe you reach back for revolved dancer. If you catch the inside of the left foot, bring the chest up. Keep kicking that left leg up. Push through, breathe. Nice, y'all. Move into 5-star. This time, bring your hands to your hips, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale the chest up, exhale, fold. Angling those heels out slightly. Trying to get the crown of the head to the mat. So if you're not there yet, no worries. Be happy where you are. Maybe you have tripod practice. If so, make sure that you don't have those hands spread apart too far. I want you to make a triangle between the head and your two hands. Keep shifting the weight more into the balls of the feet. Pull the belly up and in. Hopefully the legs will get light. Squeezing the elbows together, the ankles together, the knees together. And when you're ready, try to come back down a little bit more slowly than you went up. Walk the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands come to the hips. Inhale to rise with that flat back. Pivot and turn. Frame the front foot. 3-legged dog. Send the right leg back. Right knee, right tricep. Pull it in tight. Maybe you have an arm balance. Get the leg high. Bend the elbows back. Shift the weight. Maybe the back leg lifts. Take it back to 3-legged dog. Right to left. Keep that right leg lifted. You're strong. Left hand plants. Back to 3-legged dog. Peel the hip open. Shift the weight forward. Flip dog or wild thing. Get the hips high. Gaze past your fingertips. Spot the mat. Unflip the dog. Malasana squat. Left hand plants outside the left foot. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale the left arm up. Left hand plants. Inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands and flow. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep. Weight is in your heels. Inhale your hands to heart center. On your exhale, twist to the right. Pull that right shoulder back. Hips are lower than your heart. You can hang out here. Or maybe you're going to work on your side crow practice. You can hear my work crew outside. Sorry. So hands will plant. And I'll turn this way so you can see. Hands plant to the right of the body. You're going to make a shelf for this big thigh muscle. So begin to shift the weight. Maybe the toes come to a hover. And like we said on the other side, eventually you can scissor those legs out. So take your time. You can always catch back up with us. When you're ready, take it back to your twisted chair. Ground down through the left foot. Come to the right toes. Inhale, come up, twisted stork. Breathe. And then open the chest. Extend the right leg forward. On an inhale, chest comes forward. Arms come to the front. Eagle arms. Right arm under the left. Eagle legs, right leg over the left. Set the hips back. Hug everything to the midline. On your exhale, elbows to knee. Rounding the spine, tucking it all in. Whoops. Here we go. Inhale, slowly come back up. Unravel. Almost there, guys, I promise. So one fluid movement. Take the leg to the right, arms forward, and leg back. A lot of hip openers. Breathe. Again, you can bind at the low back if you need to, protecting that low back. Breathe. Begin to micro bend the left knee, standing splits. So again, handstand hops, maybe kundalini dips, work on flexibility or balance. So dip the right knee behind the left. Inhale, fire back up. That's your kundalini dip. But you take what you need here. Again, you can take your hands to heart center to make these dips a little bit harder. Push through. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Stretch that right leg high. Moving toward runner's lunge twist. Right arm down, left arm up. So we're going to do something different this time, whether it's tree pose, separate the legs, bind the big toe. If you want to go for the toe bind, the left peace sign fingers grab the left toe, come to the outer edge of the right foot, shoot that left leg back, get the hips high. Make sure you're breathing here. You got it. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Warrior 2, left foot steps. Cartwheel the arms open. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, up and over. Side angle, hinge at the waist. Half binds, full binds, whatever you have in your wheelhouse. Maybe you move toward birds of paradise. If you have the full bind, right foot steps to meet left. Ground down through the right foot. Get light on the left. Begin to rise. Plug the left shoulder back. Point the left toes. Extend through the crown of the head. Breathe. Birds, you can meet us back at your own pace. Side angle, binds, release. Revolve your side angle. Right hand either inside or outside the left foot. Breathe. Pull the belly button toward the spine. Revolve to half moon. Gaze down in front of the left foot. Step up. Maybe you're getting brave enough to bring those right fingertips to a hover. Maybe right hand to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Or maybe you reach back for revolve dancer. Whoops, losing my balance here. Kick that right leg high. Keep pushing through. I'm holding on. All right, guys. When you're ready, 5-star. This time, bind your hands at the low back. Inhale the chest up. Exhale, fold. Still trying to get the crown of the head to the mat. Again, if you're not there yet, no worries. Soften between the shoulder blades. Try to get those bound hands a little closer to the mat or the floor. Keep shifting the weight forward to the balls of the feet. Release your hands to the mat underneath the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands come to the hips. Inhale to rise. Pivot and turn. Frame the front foot. 3-legged dog. Send the left leg back. Left knee, left tricep. Pull it in tight. Maybe you have that arm balance. Ekapada Kondanasana 2. Take it back to 3-legged dog. Left to right. Shoot it through. Keep the left leg lifted. You're strong. Right hand plants. Back to 3-legged dog. Knee to nose. Put your shoulders past your wrist. Back to 3-legged dog. Peel the hip open. Flip dog. Wild thing. You can even take a full wheel. Takes a lot of shoulder manipulation. Spot the mat. Unflip the dog. Malasana squat. Set the hips back. Right hand plants. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale the right arm up. Right hand plants. So let's set ourselves up for crow pose. Hands plant, give yourself a wide base. So spread your fingers wide. Inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet together. It helps me to bring the toes together and the heels together. And then try to work the knees up to the backs of the arms. Shift the weight forward, the gaze forward. Maybe one foot lifts and then the other. Toes come together, squeeze the elbows together. Pull up on your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha. When you're ready, maybe you shoot those legs back, Chaturanga. And meet me in let's take a child's pose. So fingertips can reach forward or back. Whichever you find the most restorative. Just trying to slow our breath. If the arms are back, go ahead and take the arms forward. Slowly begin to walk the Hands over to the right. Squaring your chest toward the mat, anchoring that left hip down. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Slowly begin to walk the hands back to center and then over to the left of the mat. Squaring your chest toward the mat, anchoring that right hip down. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Begin to walk the hands back to center. And then just bring your legs forward. Feet plant on the mat. Moving into a bridge pose. Arms are along your sides. Feet are planted directly ahead. On an inhale, push into the feet. Lift the hips up. Turn the glutes on. Walk your shoulder blades under. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Tilt your pelvis toward your navel. Exhale, let it go. Take the feet as wide as the mat. You can windshield wiper the knees or knock the knees together. One more round. Maybe you're going toward full wheel. This time, if so, plant your hands alongside the ears. Fingertips point the same direction as the toes. So set yourself up. Inhale and lift. Breathe. No matter where you are, make sure that the feet aren't splaying out. Shoulder stands, full wheels. You're working towards straight arms. Push the hips up 1 more inch. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, rock side to side. Keep the knees pulled in. Take your arms to a T or cactus your arms. On an exhale, drop the knees to the right. Gaze goes over to the left. You're trying to keep both shoulders close to the mat. If you need a deeper stretch, lengthen out the top leg, maybe even bind the big toe. Release the bind. Inhale the knees back up to center. On your exhale, drop the knees to the left. Gaze goes over to the right. Again, you can lengthen out that top leg, bind the big toes with the peace sign fingers if you need a little deeper stretch. Release the toes. Inhale the knees back up to center. Take the legs straight up in the air. Waterfall, shoulder stand, head stand, maybe even pinch up. Take your preferred inversion. If you're in waterfall, maybe you can place a block or maybe just your arms underneath the hips, flexing the toes back. If you're in shoulder stand, make sure you're supporting your lower back with your hands. Full body activation. Everyone should squeeze their ankles together, their knees together. If you're in shoulder stand, you can head toward plow. If you're in headstand, maybe you're experimenting with pulling the belly up and in and hiking your legs down parallel to the mat and then zipping the belly back up and lifting them back up. If you're in plow pose, maybe you move toward deaf man's pose, taking the knees to the ears. I'm just hanging out right here in waterfall pose. But you take exactly what you need in this inversion. When you've had enough shoulder stands, push right back up. Slowly, everyone's going to come back down. If you're in a head center pincha, maybe you pause in child's pose. And then we're all going to meet on our backs. Full body stretch. And then bend the knees. I'm going to end with half pigeon today. Cross the right ankle above the left knee. You can interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Maybe you stay here, flexing back both feet, or maybe you stretch that left leg up high. If you need a little bit more, you can hook your forearms around your right shin. If you need even more, you can rock your baby. So the right foot's in the crook of the left elbow, the right knee's in the crook of the right elbow. I always think about Susan Wilcox, one of my teachers, when I say rock the baby. If you need even more, keep that foot in the crook of the left arm. Let me take the right arm behind the head, and maybe you bind right here. Totally unnecessary, but it's fun to play. Slowly, you can let it all go when you're ready. Left ankle above the right knee. Interlace your hands behind the right thigh. You can stay right here. You can push the left elbow into the left knee and try to open up the hip a little bit more. Maybe extend that right leg up. And then if you need a little bit more, hook your forearms. Nice. Maybe rock the baby. That left foot's in the crook of the right elbow. You can release the leg down at this point if you would like. And maybe you're going to reach for that bind. So one side's going to be tighter than the other. I may not even have it on this side. We'll see what happens. Breathe. You got it, guys. Push through. Begin to release. Take whatever else you may need still in your practice. Maybe that's another spinal twist. Maybe that's a happy baby. And then you can make your way to your Shavasana, taking the legs long, letting the feet fall open. Maybe tucking those shoulder blades under, creating a shelf for your heart. You can stay right here as long as you would like. Thank you so much for letting me guide you in your practice. It has been an honor and a privilege. You are strong, you are worthy, you are needed, and you are enough. Namaste.